sticky pork ribs are just what I feel like right now. So I'm going to show you a really simple recipe. I'm cheating slightly, but it's worth it because the results are just perfect. Now into a bowl, I'm going to add 3 cloves of garlic that I've finely chopped, along with some smoked paprika. You need a good amount of smoked paprika, so 2 tablespoons of smoked paprika. And now this is where I cheat just slightly. I'm using a good quality store-bought barbecue sauce. You need quite a lot of this. In barbecue sauce, it's a combination of brown sugar, lots of vinegar in there, some spices, Worcestershire sauce. It is going to make these pork ribs super delicious. Now for some richness, tomato paste and some piquancy, some Dijon mustard, 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. So you'll have to raid your pantry to get all of your condiments out, and it works to use it up. And also some brown sugar. So we're going to emphasize on the sweetness there. So a few spoonfuls of that. Now we'll give that a mix and you'll get a thick paste to coat our delicious pork ribs. Okay. Now let's talk about these gorgeous pork ribs, baby back ribs. These have got a lot of fat through them, so they're going to stay moist throughout the cooking process. And I mean, the best thing about them is when you just start to eat into them, gnawing the meat off the bone. So yum. Let's pour this marinade over the ribs. Oh, so good. And then spread it over. And then get your hands in there, just rub it on both sides. Now, if you have time, pop these into the fridge and allow them to marinate for 2 hours or even better, overnight. I'm going to continue on with the recipe because I want to get them in the oven ASAP. So just massage that and then turn them back over. And now we need some moisture for this. So I'm using apple cider, 1 cup of apple cider. I'm just going to pour it into the tray, in and around these ribs. So all over here. Now we need to cover it just like a blanket so it cooks long and slow in the oven. First, some baking paper. And we'll cover that. And then lots of foil over the top. And then just wrap it so it's nice and tight. Okay, now we need to start the first stage of cooking, 160 degrees for about 1.5 to 2 hours. Okay, these have been cooking for 2 hours in the oven, so we can remove the foil and the baking paper now. A waft of delicious smells are coming from this. Fantastic. And look at these pork ribs. You can see that they've shrunk a little and we've got just a small amount of liquid left. So I'm just going to coat them in some of this liquid. They don't look that attractive yet, but don't worry about that. I've just turned the oven to 220 degrees, so a nice hot oven, because now it's all about forming a beautiful crust on these ribs. So these go back in for about 40 to 50 minutes. Keep an eye on them, baste them occasionally so they stay moist, and then they're ready. Pretty simple, huh? Well, haven't these pork ribs completely transformed? They're super glossy and very sticky. Now I've allowed them to cool slightly so I can handle them. And this is the fun part, pulling them apart. So soft. If you like, take to the table as is, serve with coleslaw, or if you want to get a little fancier, you can cut through the ribs, which it's like cutting through butter. Look how soft that is. Ooh, I love these. And then we'll cut through just between each piece of rib, or just pull it apart as is. And then pile them up. Nice. And because these are super sweet, I like the addition of some acidity, so some lemon And we'll just pop that on the side, just there. They look good. Little squeeze of lemon over the top. And I'm gonna dig in. This end part is just my favorite. That's what it's all about, that pull it apart effect. They are absolutely delicious. The only thing that's missing is a bib because it is very messy. And please don't eat your ribs with a knife and fork. This is not that kind of food. It's finger food. Delicious.